everyone. Hi. We're not muted. Everything seems to be working just fine. Welcome to our first session of our new Acquisition Incorporated game. I am Simon at Wandering DM. I'll be DMing this group. A quick word of warning: this game is also a challenge for me, as I will be improvising everything from A to Z with as minimal prep as possible. So we'll see how that works. Um, that being said, the I am super low volume. Why am I low volume? God damn it. Let me check.
You're fine in the Zoom call,
I'm
so
fine in the
it's
Zoom, but it's probably the hello, 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 hello. My mic seems to have a problem. What the hell is going on? Ah, now the sound should be great. Should be a whole lot better.
Told you so.
Yeah. In my hubris, I called myself a Streamlab god because I was fiddling with cameras, and look what happens. Ah, thank you, Severick, for letting me know. Yeah, I was on my webcam's microphone instead of my real one because, well, I forgot something. Um, Before we begin, know that for this show, we use very little donations. If you want to influence the game, basically it's written down below under the video. But for every $2 that is given to the show to help us, keep the show running and everything, Jim Dark Magic will experiment with a spell on our hapless friends. They are all wearing a badge that head office has forced them to wear, which is a spell transmute porter badge thingamajig. And
TM.
basically, TM, yeah. Basically, Jim Dark Magic is in Waterdeep experimenting with spells, and if he doesn't like the effect of something, he'll just transfer it over to one of the players, because that's what they do. Um, the stream is also sponsored by Mage and Press, but I will let Manny shill for me because, well, isn't that what you wanted?
This is why I go last, Simon. You introduced me last, so that way I can chill. Clap, clap. Hi, I'm Manny, aka Bag of Snails, and in addition to being your friendly neighborhood Shatterkai for this game, I am also the resident shill, and I'm here to tell you that this channel basically is sponsored by Mage Hand Press. Are you feeling just a little burnt out of regular D&D? Fantasy life got you down? Are you feeling that whole weight of existential dread, like just seeping into your veins and your mind? Well, then you need Dark Matter, the new 5th edition, totally revamped space fantasy book by Mage Hand Press, not Dark Matter Press, Mage Hand Press. It is set in space with a whole bunch of brand new classes, subclasses, races, monsters, and I believe it even has like a little sample adventure. Am I correct in that, Simon?
It doesn't have a sample adventure at the end.
Doesn't have a sample adventure. I didn't say that. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Or if you're just fine and happy inside a fantasy setting and you just really need some beer to get you through the day, Mage Hand Press also released Tankards and Taverns, a new book that's all about drinking and being in a tavern and the things that you can do there. If you go to their store, you can use the code WanderingDM for 15% off your order. And it's important, I do have a thing here from the sponsor. They want you to know that all of their products are made with cruelty-free mages and are artisanally pressed by hand.
Good to know.
I only eat Girl Scout cookies made with real Girl Scouts, so that's very important to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly in this day and age, environmental responsibility, sustainably sourced mages, Mage Hand Press. They're looking to the future.
I mean, you got to make sure you know what that mage has been getting into.
You don't want a mage that's been eating a lot of garbage, all right? It's going to season the juice that comes out when you press them. It's important. It's important.
And tonight, just repeat it one more time, just so we know. Who are you playing?
Oh, right. Sorry. I am playing a Chroma Sorcerer Shatterkai by the name of Jock Skelton.
All right,
He's
and
just happy to be here.
cool. Well, happy to have you here. Right above Jock on the overlay is our resident monk, I believe. Would you care to introduce yourself? Tell us who you are and who you'll be playing.
Sure. I'm Christina Sid. I'm playing Daffy. She's a 7.5 foot tall, fearbolg monk, and she's just so happy to be here.
And we're happy to have you here. And last but not least for today, anyway, because we're missing one person due to electrical issues, storm and all that. They might join back during the game. If so, we'll just take a quick break to adjust the cameras and all that. But for now, Deirdre, who are you playing?
Oh, hey, all. You know me. I'm at Deirdre Donlin on Twitter. And today I'm playing Miss Emmeline Tossbottle. She is a halfling cleric of the House of Water Domain. Y'all better keep yourselves right. She'll feed you right, and then, don't mess around, though.
Well, we will see about that. So, the group, technically there should be music. That might be a bit too loud. But the group has been given a new franchise of Acquisition Incorporated. One that lies in another plane, on another plane, called Munda. You have music that is way too loud. Sorry about that. You have been given a lighthouse, the old owner of which did such a terrible job that it was sold at a discount, and Acquisitions Incorporated bought it at a discount and established a new franchise there. So you're not on the Sword Coast, you're not in the Forgotten Realms, you're not in Eberron, you're in a completely different place called the Known World, which is a small, maybe tongue-in-cheeky kind of setting. You, on the map, you have your lighthouse, you see it. For the rest of the people at home, I'll probably have another overlay made. I'll make a new one so that we can show the map when we need to. But this morning, this very morning, the day of the opening of your franchise, what do we see your characters doing? What is the first thing that your character does this morning? And if nobody wants to speak up, I'm going to roll randomly and someone's going to have to.
So,
Well,
sorry, real fast. Important question. Did we spend the night here? Like, did we show up, or did we just walk through a portal and now we're all here?
I'll say you decide. Did you want to arrive right this morning through a portal? Then sure. Do you want to have spent the night there the night before? That is also possible. Know that there's only one thing that I forgot to mention when we made the characters, is that y'all have no way to get back to your home plane. This is your home
Yet.
now. Yet. But this is your home.
Alright, well, it's not the worst place I've ever seen, although this kitchen could use a lot of help right now. But grits, waffles, pancakes, bacon, coffee.
Alright, so it must be smelling delicious all over the lighthouse this morning.
That's probably the only thing that wakes Daffy up. She's a bit of a heavy sleeper, so she probably slept in until the very last possible moment, until she smelled waffles, and she made her way down.
Yeah. I imagine that there is a flash next to the door as coming through a very pale elf with very short, spiked back hair, wearing an inappropriate amount of orange and black colored clothing. Just kind of looks around with nothing but like the backpack on their back, very confused, and sees the lighthouse and goes, "Right, that's where I'm supposed to be," and like goes and knocks on the front door.
So both Emmeline and Daphne, you hear a knock at the door.
Y'all want to get that? Bacon don't tend to self. And there's this like short halfling with long brown hair, bright kind of hazel eyes, and wearing a black, all black, and a very large apron, and just kind of pulled her hair back in like mostly messy but still organized braids, and like just has everything laid out and just going to town.
The moment you ask someone to open the door, a dark figure comes out of the shadows. Similarly dressed in all black, wearing a red ascot. And they have long, silky smooth hair with a thin goatee. All black, of course. Their eyebrows have been shaped in a sort of peculiar Y shape on their forehead, and they come out of the shadows and just whisper, "Yes, mistress." And
Well, I mean, if you're going to have an attitude about it, I guess I can go get the door. I mean, it's not a big deal.
I'm a creature of the night, Daffy. I don't live in the morning like you mortals.
Oh, well, it's morning now, so why don't you go live upstairs in the closet for now, and I'll get the door. I'll go answer the door.
Fine. And Vladfred, you... Yeah, it's Vladrid. Vladrid, not Vladfred, but it's Vladrid. Yeah, it's taken after Alfred.
Mm-hmm.
Vladrid Copperworth. Your butler, your 18-year-old butler.
Our emo
Emo vampiric butler.
Vampiric butler.
Yeah, I think he just needs more. He needs something on himself. He looks too thin. We gotta find something he can actually eat.
I think that's just blood.
I'm sure if I mix it in with some grits, he'll be fine. He'll enjoy it.
Yeah, fair enough. Daffy will lumber over to the door.
As you open the door, Daffy, you notice in front of you a figure that looks like... What do they look like, Jock?
Well, like I said before, they're tall, about 5'11". They're very pale, clearly elven with the ears pointing out, but like the skin is super like almost sickly pale, like it's almost pure white, and their black spiked hair and just copious amounts of bright orange. It's almost painful on morning eyes. Like still waking up and like, oh god, it's bright.
Oh, well, not as tall as you think, because Daffy's about 7.5 feet tall. She has this peculiar shade of like almost like mossy green fur that kind of covers the whole body. She's kind of just almost wearing like a tank top and shorts, like PJ number set. But you're getting the vibe that she probably just wears that all the time. And she's got a little bit of sort of this darker hair that's sort of like pulled back into sort of like a low, it should have been a top knot, but she just stopped caring. It's slowly running down the back of her head. But yeah, just sort of looks down at you. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. You're very tall.
Oh, I know. Do you live here now too?
Yes, I'm the new hire. Hello.
Oh, hi, I'm Daffy.
I'm Jock.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
There's breakfast, as you can probably smell. Come on.
There's food here?
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then just like pushing past you, like Jock rushes inside.
The main floor of the lighthouse is where you have all of your, let's say, office space. Kitchens and everything are above, the bedrooms are another floor above that. So when you come in, it's all boxes everywhere. Your hires haven't worked that hard. Mind you, they haven't even come in yet. It's probably 7:30 in the morning. You know that they're supposed to be there at 8 a.m. sharp. But they haven't showed up yet. And neither has... what's her name? Where is it? We had
Adana.
Adrena.
Adrena.
Adrena hasn't shown up yet either this morning.
That's not really a surprise.
It's not 8 a.m.
Yeah,
doesn't
she'll
have to
pop
be-
out of the ocean eventually.
All right. Well then. And you are sorry. Emmeline Tossbottle.
Oh, hi. Yes, I'm Jock. Also, is that food for anyone? Or
Yeah.
can
So you're gonna sit down and like a civilized person and have something to eat? Yeah. Sit yourself down there. I'll get you some grits and like
I don't
biscuits and.
grits? I don't. It just flops, like still wearing his travel pack, just flops into a chair in front of food and is like, "It's not. It smells fresh. It doesn't."
Well, she's literally like cooking it in front of you. Of course, it's fresh.
Right, but there's no scent of decay, which is just wonderful.
Why would there be a scent of decay?
We're gonna
on
have to
anything
have
out of my
some drinks and talks later about where in the world you're from. But all right, why don't you get yourself a plate?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jock will 100% just grab a plate and, not really knowing what a lot of stuff is, just start piling things on. Probably puts like eggs on top of bacon, or like just weirdly piles food onto a plate.
How you like your hash browns?
What's a hash brown?
Oh, darling, we're gonna fix this.
Put it somewhere in the middle for now, maybe. He can try it. He can try it like medium. We call it medium rare for hash browns. I don't know.
I don't know. All right. Covered, smothered, diced.
What?
Covered and smothered for
cheese,
me.
Covered and smothered. Cheese, onions, tomatoes, peppers,
Oh, I love cheese.
mushroom.
Yes, all of those
Covered.
things.
You
Oh,
realize,
all the
Jock-
way.
Oh, I was gonna say, you realize, Jock, that they're probably speaking some weird dialect of Common from a different plane than yours.
Yes. Well, common isn't Jock's first language, so some things get lost in translation. But Jock just says, "Yes, all of those things, all of them, all of the things on the hash browns."
All right, then. Hash browns all the way it is. Covered and smothered for you, Daffy.
Yes, please.
Alrighty. And then we have hash browns scattered and covered
think-
and smothered.
Yeah,
And then hash
copious
browns all the way.
breakfast. And as this is happening, you hear the sound of the door opening and closing a few times downstairs. The workers have arrived and they've started working on unpacking everything. You hear one of them from time to time just raise their voice and ask you a question such as, "Oh, where do we put the safe?"
The room in back is the most heavily fortified, so probably back there.
All right, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Where do we put the printer? And they just bother you over and over and over throughout your...
Daffy's just gonna take a plate and like grab a fork and be like, I guess I just need to go supervise until Adrena gets here, so I'm gonna go do that. All
You
right.
do that, honey.
All right. All right. I will. She'll wander off.
All right, you
For
know...
all their inane questions.
Yeah, they have so many of them. They look completely lost without direction. And at 8:01, Adrena comes out of the ocean, rushes in. Sorry I'm late. Punches on the clock. I would understand if you wanted to fire me, but you shouldn't. I'm a really hardworking person, and this is not going to happen ever again. I woke up late. It's been 1 minute. I can work an extra 3 hours to make up for that minute.
Daffy just has a mouthful of hash browns. What are you talking about? It's fine. It's calm down. Calm down. It's fine. Just
Wait.
can you help me out with directing them on where to unpack everything so I can go finish my food?
Yeah. What temperature was those hash browns cooked at?
I have no idea. You'd have to ask Emmeline.
It's very important to know because undercooked potatoes can lead to a lot of tummy aches and other problems.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. It's Emmeline though, so I'm sure she did it just perfect.
All right, and she dries her hand on her tunic, which is equally just as wet, and extends a hand and says, "I'm Adrena. I'm your union rep."
Oh, hi. I'm Daffy.
Hi, Daffy. Let me. I'll just go ahead and introduce myself to the others, and then I'll come back and direct these
All right,
fine
sounds
fellas. And as you're eating upstairs, you notice this Triton. So what do Tritons look like even? It's like
They
a
look like
humanoid.
fish people. Well, they're as I recall, they are humanoid but blue skinned with kind
with
of
like algae
wet hair.
hair. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, and yeah, okay. I wasn't
sometimes
sure.
they have like little fins in the neck,
Yeah,
almost
sure, she'll
almost
have
like sea elves, but not quite. A little bit
Okay.
more like human.
And she shows up. She has green hair with held up by a starfish, and is wearing just a simple work tunic. So just like a vest with short pants. And she presents herself, introduces herself to you, Adrena, from the troubled sea. The troubling sea. I'm at your service.
Coffee, honey?
Oh, I don't drink on the job.
All right, then.
You're blue.
You're monochrome.
That's fair.
Also, kind of wearing some very interesting colors in himself, but, you know.
No, but I meant the face.
Whatever you think, honey.
Do you want hash browns? And he just holds up a plate of half-eaten. Like there's hash browns on his face, but just holds up like a plate of half-eaten food.
She sticks a thermometer in it and looks at it for a moment and says, "Too cold for me. You enjoy your whatever that is. I'll go direct.
Hash browns all the way.
Enjoy your hash browns all the way."
Have
This
a
is-
nice day, honey.
Yeah, you too. This is gonna be fantastic. And she goes downstairs. And yep.
Is she a little weird to you?
Oh, bless her heart, honey. She's very weird.
That's what I thought. I mean, not really one to judge, but she seems like she could use a couple extra grubs in the morning.
No, I think she just needs, like
Like
well,
what?
never mind. We'll leave that alone.
What? What? But if she needs something, we should get it for her.
It's not anything you can get for her, honey. Unless... Are you done? Or are you gonna keep eating?
Just face back in the food.
Well, if you're done with this, I'm gonna start cleaning it up. There's no reason to leave dirty plates lying around.
He just pulls the plate away from you, just keeps eating like you'll take this food over his dead body, basically.
It's like she's just pulling up empties, and he's like grabbing the empties. I'm like, there's nothing on it, honey. You done licked it clean. It's fine. I can wash the plate.
Okay. All right.
There'll be more in the morning, or later, or whenever.
You promise?
Yes, it's kind
Okay.
of my job.
Wonderful. Should we see what Daffy is doing? I think
Yes,
we need to have a team meeting soon, yes?
Yeah. Daffy, are you ready for this team meeting and something?
I'll be down in a second. She's upstairs. She's finished her food. It's sitting to the side, and she's doing like headstand push-ups, just to work off the carbs that she just took in. But and still answering any questions that they may have about moving around. So she's just like sort of. I would think that the computer would go with the printer. I mean, I'm not real smart about these things, but that's what I'd assume. So.
And when you mention computer, they both freeze and don't know what you're talking about.
Never mind. No, you just do your thing. I'm gonna head out a couple more of these, and I'm gonna head downstairs. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Oh boy. All right. Eventually, she'll get to 50, and then she'll go downstairs.
All right. So we'll fast forward a bit through the day. Everything starts slowly, but the more time passes, the more time goes on, the more the lighthouse is starting to look like a proper franchise of Acquisitions Incorporated. There's even a flag that you can hang outside if you wanted, with the Acink logo on it. You have tested your communications with head office, basically the safe that you have. Anything that is put in the safe, when the door is closed and locked, will get teleported, or actually I should say plane shifted, to head office. And they can send you communications or whatever through the same method if they wanted to.
Should we send the head office hash browns?
No.
No?
I mean, if they requested them, do you think they'd request hash browns?
Well, I'm sure if they requested them, I'd be happy to do so. Or I know a couple other folk that would be a lot closer and therefore would be less of a mess. But you can't get. I mean, I'd be. That doesn't look like it's real sanitary.
Oh no, fair enough.
How big is the safe, out of curiosity?
The inside of the safe is about yay big. So
Yes.
maybe a foot by a foot.
So we can't fit inside the safe, is what you're saying.
Nope.
Damn.
They thought about it. And they advise you in some of the paperwork that you received this morning, they advise you not to put any body parts that are still attached to someone in the safe. Even if you were to close the door on that person, the results are horrendous, to say the least.
So not on the sausage then.
Do you
Yeah,
make
basically.
a sausage out of people?
No, I make sausage out of pork, but
Pork is people?
pork is pigs, honey.
Oh.
One
Oh,
of the workers turns around and
okay.
says, well, on some planes they are.
Well, it's a pork. It come from a pig. What else you gonna be making sausage out of, honey? I don't serve no Soylent Green in my restaurants.
Centaur?
Nobody sentient is coming through my kitchen.
I grew up with a centaur. She was real nice. People make sausages out of centaurs?
On some planes they do.
Oh my god. So
Yeah. Heard it from a reliable source.
And who's this reliable source of yours?
His name's Kraput.
That is not a reliable source.
Kraput knows a lot.
Don't matter. Nobody sentient is going through my kitchen in an edible manner.
that's good to know.
And you are interrupted. Well, interrupted. You finish your sentence, and the moment you finish, you hear a knock on the door.
I'll get it. And Jack's gonna just run and answer the door.
There is no one but a small basket. And by small, I mean it's about this big. Filled with berries and fruits.
I'm gonna pick up the basket and sniff the berries.
They smell great.
Okay. Jock will close the door with his foot, walking in with the basket full of berries, and say, we seem to have acquired berries?
Ooh, cobblers or jam?
Ooh. Oh, that's
No, berries.
Yeah, I know. You want me to make cobblers or jam?
both?
How much we
What?
got?
Jock's just gonna eat one of the berries. Just confused.
Uh, mm,
Oh.
They taste delicious. If a little on the sour side. There's about a handful of it in the basket. So probably just enough to make one cobbler. It's very small. It's actually, even for a halfling, the basket would be small.
you see who left us a present?
And no, I just opened the door and they were here. Very tart, sour. Reminds me of home.
We can throw those in the waffles in the morning. Hold on a minute. It's always just one of those things. I got to make sure that, you know, gods of hospitality, we've taken their offerings. We need to make sure we aren't insulting nobody. And she'll go back to the door, just kind of open the door. Y'all out there? Anybody need any help? That's what we're here for. Kinda.
A voice replies. Actually, one of the bushes from outside says, "Well, now come to think of it, well, we kind of need help."
Oh, all right then. Why don't y'all come in and we can talk about it? Jock. It's Jock, right?
Whatever.
You got to or the other because it's going to confuse me all over time. It's just one or the other.
Whichever is easier for you to say.
That's just insulting. I'm trying to call you by your name and what you choose to be called, but okay, fine, whatever. Jock. Hey, Daffy, we got folk who want our help.
Oh, we got work? All right. Just run out. Hi, I'm Daffy.
In the bush.
The bush about 15 feet away yells out, "Hi, my name is Splort."
We're helping a bush?
I'm thinking we're helping the folks that are inside the bush.
Right. Hi, Splort. Are you a talking bush or are you hiding inside for some reason?
Can I be both?
Sure.
I mean,
Works for me.
it's your life. You can do what you want, I suppose.
Alright, I'm a talking bush for now.
Okay.
But,
Uh.
yeah, we kind of need help.
Okay. What you need help with?
A dragon.
Could you be a mite more specific?
Yeah.
My village has come under attack by a dragon.
Yeah, size, color, personality, name.
Also, Bush Village?
No, it's more of a mushroom village.
You're a mushroom?
No, I mean, well, technically, I think I am part of one. And then
What?
from out of the bush comes this little creature about this high. Green from head to toe. Wearing just a simple loincloth. And their head, the top of their head, is shaped like the top of a mushroom. It almost looks like a tiny toque. Or talk, I should say.
Huh?
Hi. So, I revealed myself to you under The oaths of the Fae of old. Ye have but to help us, for you will be cursed if you don't.
Y'all want some coffee?
You ask for the hash browns.
Wait, I can't come inside.
Why
Why
not?
not?
Part of the nature of the Fae.
Oh, well,
It's
I'll
a
go get the pot then.
manufactured building. I'm not.
Oh, well, I'll go get the pot then. Maybe we should get some chairs too. I just feel like this should be professional and we should have chairs and like coffee and y'all like tea?
Is
Sweet
this
tea.
your
I'll get some
first
sweet
time?
tea.
I'll get the table and some chairs.
And
Well,
I
first-
will entertain the guest. And I just wave my hand and like I prestidigitate sparkles of multiple colors.
That's pretty nice.
Ha! Isn't it? Oh, wait, I have a lute. I know how to use it. And I will pull out my lute. And I will make a performance check. 19. I play this very kind of weirdly up-tempo song, but when you start listening to the lyrics, it's like, oh yeah, this is kind of nice. It's happy. It's like, wait, did he just say the darkness is going to consume us all? It's like, we feast on the flesh of fallen foes. Wait, what's that about zombies encroaching forevermore, and never again will we see the sun?
Yeah,
So,
but
but it's-
the beat is.
It's-
It's
yeah.
a bopper.
It's a bopper.
At about that,
It
Emmeline
slaps.
comes out and she's got a crew of coffee, a bunch of cups, a full a bowl, a pitcher of sweet tea, a bunch of glasses, and she starts setting them. It's one of those things like the crew of coffee is almost as big as her head, and you're like, how does she carry all of these things? But it's obvious that she's so used to this, it's not even like.
Daffy
Problem.
has balanced the kitchen table and chairs on top of her head and has carried it all downstairs.
Mm-hmm. Just sit right there, honey.
All right.
Splort looks at everything that you do and is like, wow, you really could take on a dragon.
Well, giving value of a dragon, we make no promises about certain types of dragons at certain times of the day. Why don't you sweet tea or coffee, honey?
I've never tried coffee before, so I'll say coffee.
All right then. Well, here and you got some creamer and some sugar there for you, honey.
So, how do you... He's this tall. So he's climbed up on a chair, but like cannot reach the table for the life of him.
She kind of like picks him up and kind of sets it, like tips one of the cups over, sets him on there. I'm sorry about this. I really do apologize. I understand being short in a tall person's world. It is unfortunate. Look around. It is unfortunately my status and situation at all times. But here, you're gonna sit right here, and then she's got one of the saucers kind of laid out with like no, not even the saucer. She empties out one of the creamers and takes
Yeah.
the little creamer thingy and fills that with a little bit of coffee, and then just adds a couple drops of creamer. Don't fall in.
I'm not gonna fall in it. It's pretty hot.
Yeah, take a second. It's a little not hot. It's good for you.
Good. Because, I need a stiff drink after, all the dragon attacks.
Why don't you start from the beginning? So, when did this dragon first start attacking your mushroom village?
It started about a season ago. Whoa, what's happening to me? Whoa.
Oh, that's the coffee. It's working.
Okay. Yeah, a season ago. We were minding our own business in the village, and well, the dragon sort of started attacking. It's kind of big. It's kind of well, not like you big, but it's kind of big. It can eat the whole Snarf by himself. Snarfs, that's what we are. I'm Splort the Snarf. Splort the Snarf. That's me. I'm the messenger of the village. I go about places and I deliver messages to other small animals and critters, because we can talk to animals. We're like... I lost my words.
But yeah, so the dragon, he kept attacking, kept coming back, and he's eating our houses, and he's eating our people, and sometimes it breathes on us, like some sort of foul thing that comes out of its mouth. It's just like, Vah! And then we get stuck in it. We get stuck in it, and then it tramples on everything and it eats us. And it's been attacking the village nonstop. And I don't know where it comes from, but I haven't found the lair, and none of our hunters have been able to do anything because all the hunters were killed the first time when they tried to attack the dragon. They stuck in a tiny pile, and then they got like all burnt away by the thingy, the goop that came out of its mouth, and then. That was disastrous. Have you ever heard a Snarf cry out in pain? I had never heard a Snarf cry out in pain before, and now I have, and I can't sleep at night.
Well, you're probably going to have a little bit of trouble sleeping tonight after all that coffee, but go back to the part where you said the dragon's not as big as we are big. About how big is it?
Oh, I can show you. And he starts running around the table, and he's like, he's about that big. And it's half of your table.
So about 3 feet?
Yeah. Like 3 feet long.
All right, then.
Okay.
That sounds like a reasonable size for a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to know what color it is, honey?
Yeah, it's the same color as the earth. It looks kind of brown. It's got
Is it
wings and
shiny?
everything.
It be shiny?
It tends to attack at night, so I haven't seen really, because we're not allowed to have torches in the village, because last time we had torches, we torched almost half the village, because dried out mushrooms, they make some good timber.
Does seem like a problem.
Yeah.
We are, and she kind of turns and goes, Jock, right? Do you have the appropriate paperwork for head office for this,
Yes, I was just about to say. And he pulls out like a satchel with a bunch of papers in it. It's like, let's see, we've got, let's see, that's for liches, that's for layers. Nope, a dragon would be under D. Demons, devils, Duergar. No, yeah, dragon. Yes. It says here that our base price for dragon removal is 20,000 gold pieces. Plus all of the loot.
I have, and he searches in his loincloth and produces a platinum piece, which by all accounts should not have fit in his loincloth. And he drops it on the table and says, I have this. We have plenty more. I don't know if we have 20 them sans things that you said, but we heard that the tall people like this.
Oh, it's real good, sugar.
Do you mind if we talk amongst ourselves for a little bit?
No, just remember, you're the only hope for an entire village of Fae.
Oh, I don't think we could forget that. All right, just one second.
Yeah, no problem. Just, I'll be here, trying not to block out the noises of the screams of pain of all my comrades dying.
Right.
Have some more coffee, sugar. It'll make you feel better.
Yeah, that shit's great.
Go easy on that. Yeah, the come down is quite significant for the first time.
All right, should we sort of step to the side and huddle?
Yeah, team huddle.
Team huddle.
Can I, real fast as we team huddle, can I make an Arcana check to see if I recognize this kind of dragon?
Sure, go right ahead.
16.
You think that perhaps he's talking about more of a drake than a dragon? The only thing is he mentioned the wings. So it might just be a pseudo-dragon. Because pseudo-dragons can have scales of any colors, and they have abilities that look like that of a dragon, and they can breath. Their breath weapon can sometimes make people fall asleep. So when he mentioned that, they stayed stuck, perhaps that what he meant was that they've fallen asleep on the spot, and that's how the dragon was able to get to them.
Okay. I don't think it's a real dragon. I think it's a pseudo dragon.
Oh, do we have a contract for that?
Let me check. And he just kind of scrolls through, and he pulls out a contract, and he goes, yes, P, pseudo dragon, 50 gold pieces.
I mean, the gentleman did say that he was being attacked by a dragon, and it would be within our auspices to make sure that we file the correct paperwork for what the gentleman said.
So I'm just holding two different contracts, one for a dragon, one for a pseudo dragon. Like, which one do we file?
Well, the gentleman did say dragon, right?
But it's a pseudo dragon, is what it sounds like.
But have we seen it?
No, if I'm being honest, I'm not quite sure how all this contract business works. Do we sign the contract before or after we complete the job?
Usually I sign a contract before I do something.
Okay. So do we sign the one that says dragon because he said it was a dragon, and then when we go and we see that's not really a dragon, do we have to file another one?
Well, actually, it's quite interesting that you said that, because there is actually a form for filing the incorrect form under incorrect information. It's form C-31, and he pulls it out. It's like it's like a thick stack of paperwork. He's like, it's quite fascinating, really. It's a lot of paperwork, but if it isn't really a dragon, you'd always submit the appropriate paperwork for it being pseudo-dragon, if we need to. Or we could just charge him the 20,000 gold pieces for it being a real dragon. Not that I think mushroom people have that much money.
I say we sign the contract for what the gentleman done said he thought it was, and then if we need to adjust once we see what it actually is, that's your job.
Yes.
Yeah,
Paper is delightful.
you just kind of tell me where to sign, because yeah.
It'll be fine, honey. I'll point it out.
Okay. Good. All right. Works for me. You just point at what I'm supposed to punch.
Of course, honey. I'll hide behind you and point in general directions.
Perfect. Even just like kind of like poke like my side, and I'll just go that way.
That works.
That works just fine.
I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. All right. I can't wait to do my first paperwork. And so Jack just rushes over and he slaps down the contract. Like, all right. We are going to take the job. Here is the contract.
Uh-huh.
You need to sign here, initial here, and we require bodily fluid on this spot.
You have a small pen? A tiny quill?
I have this lovely box, and he pulls out from his bag like a box of calligrapher supplies. And he like goes and he rushes through, and he finds like a broken quill, and like quickly takes out a knife and shaves it down, dips it in some ink, and hands it over.
And he writes his name on a bunch of forms, and then looks at the spot you mentioned. Is like, so any bodily fluid?
It doesn't specify really. I think they meant blood, but it just says bodily fluid.
I'm just gonna spit on it.
That works.
That's perfectly all right.
I mean, that makes sense.
So, wow. I signed a contract with a human. Normally it's the other way around.
Oh, none of us are humans, honey.
Nope.
Yep, I'm actually a shadow guy.
Oh, none of you are. Oh, I thought all the tall people were humans.
Oh, no. And see, I'm not really that tall. They're tall.
Well, no, you're tall, but she's taller.
I'm very tall.
I mean, I can't even see your face.
Oh, I'm sorry. And she'll just kind of lean down. Is that better?
Ah, hi.
Oh, hi.
Wow,
hi.
the sound is a lot louder when you're lower.
Oh, I'll talk a little softer.
That's
Hi.
all right. Okay, so now that I've signed everything, are you gonna kill the dragon?
We'll definitely take care of this dragon for you.
We'll get rid of it.
According to the contract, our job is to remove the dragon, and it's an obstacle. We must remove the obstacle. So, kill, relocate, tame, whatever.
As long as the dragons stop attacking the village.
Exactly. Are you sure? Would you like to wait here? Just tell us where your village is, or do you want to take
You're
us
never
there?
gonna find it without the Fey magic.
Okay.
Well, I do appreciate that.
Well, one moment. I need to file this with the Home Office. I can't wait. I get to be the first to use the safe. And he just takes the contract and he runs inside to file the paperwork.
So the moment you put the paperwork in the safe, you close the safe, you turn the wheel, and you just hear a from inside. You open it back up and there's a small card. It reads, haha, a dragon, you're all gonna die, and it's signed Jim.
I close the safe again. And I walk out and I hand the card to Emmeline. I don't think the Home Office has a lot of faith in us.
Oh no, that's just him. I shouldn't have my sister. Never mind. You did not hear that conversation.
Oh my.
My sister has a small affection for the gentleman.
I feel like there's going to be a conversation later with alcohol and spirits and talking and tea, preferably.
You can talk to spirits?
Oh yes, I can.
But I mean, normally they just show up where, at least where I'm from, they just kind of waltz in whenever they want to. It's quite rude, really, but...
There are parts of the forest here where spirits show up too. It's kind of dangerous. We try to avoid that place.
Oh, well, shall we go to your village and take care of your dragon problem?
Yep.
I can't wait to become fabulously wealthy.
It's right
Yeah,
this way.
Let's avoid the spirits in the forest, cause I can't punch ghosts. Not yet, anyway. They tell me I can do that later. All right, let's go.
Oh, don't worry, most spirits just want to babble on and have you listen to them. They're quite bored, really.
Oh, okay. I can handle
Oh.
that.
These spirits are of the spooky kind.
Oh,
Aren't all spirits spooky?
No,
and
not really.
I'm gonna pick up the little snarf, and I'm gonna say, "Would you like to ride on my shoulder?"
Well, I think we can cover more ground that way. Wow, I'm tall. I'm like a human.
Well, yes, why not? Human.
Yeah.
Lead the way, Snarf.
Snort.
Snorf. Splort.
Splort. That's my name.
Yes, Splort. Lead the way.
I'll be right there.
This way.
And you just see Emmeline pouring the rest of the carafe of coffee into a jug that she's got, and she's sealing it up like a thermos and grabbing a couple of sugar packets and throwing them in her pockets. And
So you
ah,
leave.
then
As you leave, your other workers are gonna come in and take the table and bring it back inside and take the chairs and clean up the area outside.
Mhm.
oh, I could get that when we get. Oh, all right, you got it. All right. Sorry.
Well, Daffy, it is what they're there for.
Oh. Oh.
You have servants?
Oh. Oh.
They,
Huh,
they,
okay.
they get paid, don't they?
Uh huh.
No, so it's just their job. It's not like they're slaves or anything.
Wait, what's a job?
Oh, you and I are going to have a wonderful talk later.
Is a job
the-
something you do?
Yeah, you do it and you get paid for it, honey.
Usually in money.
Oh. Yeah, in the village, I'm the one that weaves everything. Like, aside from messengering, I do a lot of things with my hands, because I'm dexterous. so I could start selling hand jobs and get paid for them.
I don't think that'll work real well, sugar. And I want to make sure that you are aware that certain people might take that right wrongly if you use that in certain mixed company, and you might end up with yourself splattered against something right hard.
I don't.
Oh, wow.
I don't see the problem. Hand job. It's a job that you do with your hands.
Yeah. The shatter guy gets it.
You have not worked a 24-hour, have you?
Nope.
There are some very interesting conversations and different terminologies that happen in the after dark hours at certain establishments that change the definitions of words and meanings.
Oh, after dark we have to sleep.
hmm There are some people that don't, they work in the later hours, and because of that, they have some more interesting stories. I could tell you, I could turn you pink with the stories I could tell you, but
Oh, you don't want to turn me pink. When we turn pink, that means we're about to die.
I'm dumb as a rock, and I know what that means.
I feel like I'm missing out on something.
Oh, you have to turn left here.
oh,
Oh yes.
oh.
And Jack actually turns right for a moment and then goes, wait, no, left. And then turns left immediately afterwards.
And, turn left again.
Left. Okay, yes.
And then turn left again.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Fey magic.
Okay, lots of lefts it is.
I didn't think you did turn in widdershins when you were doing fey magic, but alright.
Alright, turn left again.
All right, turning left.
And you end up running in a circle. And at some point, Splort just says, we're here. And if you
Are we-
look down, you're in a glade. A small glade. And that should appear on the map. Boop.
Yay! Mushroom glade.
A ring of mushrooms that are kind of big, actually. And some of them have even like small constructions in tinder next to it, make like some sort of shacks and what have you. So this ring of mushroom is sort of a village, if you will, the center of which is the town square. And there's a handful of snarfs that come out of their tiny houses, and they look at you and they're like, Splort! Splort, have you found someone for the dragon? And Splort is like, indeed I did. I have made a pact with these creatures. They are going to rid us of the dragon once and for all. And they will do it in exchange for platinum. And the snarfs just snorts. They snort and laugh. And they're like, platinum? Ha! Sure.
Do y'all have a lot of platinum?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we don't know what to do with it.
We'll happily work for that platinum, and then we can facilitate other trades if that is your desire.
Oh,
But-
like a job? And you have a snarf that says like, what's a job, Splort? He's like, a job is something you do with your hands. And sometimes you don't do it and you stay up all night.
Yep. Y'all want any coffee?
What's coffee? What's coffee? I've
Oh,
never had
good.
coffee before.
Let me help you with that.
Is this such a good idea?
Oh.
I'm gonna enjoy it.
Jack will help facilitate coffee dispersal, but we'll do it with a flair. Can I make a performance check to just like make it a show of distributing coffee to these snarfs?
Sure, go ahead. Juggle with the tiny creamer cups.
12.
Yeah, 12 is enough. Like, they're easily impressionable, so... You spin around, you juggle with the cups, you
pour some, Emmeline pours some in the air, and you just come in last minute and make like a cascade with different cups and blah blah blah, and it's fantastic, and all the little snarfs are like, yay, when do we get to drink it?
Right now, here you go, honey. And just so you're aware, in the future, I'm more than happy to sell it to you at a bargain discount price.
For platinum?
Oh, yes.
Sure.
So, all
dragon.
you little, all you little snarfs. Hi, I'm Daffy. So I had some questions about this dragon of yours. So when does it come usually?
And there's a snarf that comes in from behind everybody else. They were nursing their coffee, and this one has a beard. And says,
Is it a white beard?
It's a white beard.
I am Papa Snarf.
Hi, Papa. Snarf.
I speak for the village.
All right.
They gave me a human title here in the village.
Oh.
You can call me Daddy. Daddy Snarf.
Why don't we just stick with Papa?
The dragon.
Yes, the
I
dragon.
have seen it many a times, many a nights ago. And then not so many a nights ago. It seems to attack every time the moon is high in the sky and is almost round. It does not attack on nights of the new moon, which incidentally is not tonight. Tonight's a full moon.
Oh, so it's probably coming tonight. Okay.
You see our village. Look about you,
And there's about 20-ish mushrooms. And there's maybe 12 snarfs.
it's like we have suffered tremendously under the dragon. Soon, our whole way of life will be destroyed. There will be nothing that remains of here, of this place, of this Snarf village. And we were supposed to open a casino.
Oh,
Well-
really?
Well,
Yeah, we heard some gnomes were doing it down south, and we thought it'd be good for morale.
well, that's one reason to open a casino. But don't count your chickens before they're hatched, honey. We're more than happy to help you with this.
What's a chicken?
It makes eggs.
What's an egg?
Breakfast.
Oh! Yeah!
Glad somebody asked. I was curious too.
Well, the eggs were the white things with the yellow in the middle that you done had 6 or 7 of earlier, honey.
Oh, yes, they're quite delicious.
Mm-hmm. And we didn't even introduce you to hot sauce on them, so we'll get to that next time.
That'll be such a treat for you.
Wouldn't all sauce be hot because you serve it warm?
Oh no, it's an experience.
I can't wait. Well, yes, so we have a couple of options for you now, little snarfs. We can, of course, simply wait here with you for the dragon to attack the village and then fight it off, heroic, whatnot. Or if you have any leads as to where its lair might be, perhaps, we could go that direction. Alternatively, we could fill out a RC-74 form, and he pulls out like a piece of paper that's folded and unfolds several times, in which you could move your village and we could relocate some of the forest closer to the lighthouse, and for a small monthly fee you would be under our protection.
Sounds like a feudal system.
I don't know what that is, but I'm sure that you would have all the coffee that you would want, and hash browns and eggs, and we could teach you how to make them.
How
Oh,
about
pride.
you just kill the damn dragon?
We can kill the dragon. Or more accurately, we will remove the dragon. Killing, possibly relocating. Various reasons for why it might
It
not
just
want
won't
to
be
die.
a problem for you anymore. Yeah.
It won't be a problem at all.
Good. You hear that, Snarfs? We're saved! Yay! Yay!
We do, however, recommend that for the current evening, just to avoid any unfortunate, friendly fire casualties, you might want to evacuate yourselves for the evening and slightly closer to our establishment purely for tonight.
Except for Splort, we'll need him for bait.
What's bait?
Oh, you're going to stand out in a field, and you're going to attract the dragon, so that way it attacks you, and then we attack it.
Oh, I'm very good at that.
Okay, that's good. We got you for that. And everybody else can hide slightly close to our lighthouse and just for the night. And then tomorrow we'll be out your way and we wouldn't have... I'm going to be honest, and I'm a small person as well. And if you can look around, you see I'm significantly smaller than these fine folk. I'm very used to getting stepped on. I don't want to step on any of y'all. But in the middle of fighting a dragon, it might accidentally happen. And I want to avoid that at all costs.
All right, we're going to climb up the trees. We're going to cheer you on.
I like that idea. Can you do it silently until we get started?
Yeah, okay.
Just usually sometimes these things are best done by surprise.
Oh, yeah, the dragon tends to attack by surprise, too.
Exactly.
One
and then once
evening
we
it
get
came
started,
from that way, and the other it came from that way. We were not prepared for that way.
Well then. So, anything you might be missing or desiring or things you wouldn't necessarily want to get lost and or stolen and or damaged, I would advise taking with you tonight for right now. Into the trees.
All right, people. You heard,
Halfling. Emmeline Tossbottle.
You heard, Emma Toss thingamajig. Yeah, grab your stuff and we're going up the trees. Yeah, we're going up the trees, yay! And they actually work very fast because they're all on coffee. So, in about a half hour, they've cleared out most of their village. Papa Snarf, Daddy Snarf keeps, saying that, you know, try not to step on the houses, try not to destroy the village.
We'll do our very best. Y'all want a lift up into the trees?
As he's saying that, Jock is chewing on one of the houses.
What are you doing? This is...
I thought it was a mushroom, I'm sorry. Didn't realize it was somebody's house.
All the mushrooms here are houses.
All of them?
Yes!
Don't touch it.
Put it back down. Sorry?
There's like a hole in a house now. Yeah, they'll take up your on your offer, Daffy, to be lifted up into the trees.
All right. I think I can take maybe like 5 or 6 of you at a time. Here you go.
Yay! Yay! This is so much easier.
Anytime.
Anytime?
Well, while I'm here
And a negotiable rate.
in future. Yeah.
Contracts have to be signed, of course.
Yeah, then we won't. We're gonna keep the money for the dragon thing.
Cool.
Oh, right now is fine. I don't mind right now.
Oh, can you bring me back down?
Uh,
Says one of the Snarf.
Sure. Bring it back down.
All right, can you put me back up?
Up.
Whee! All right, back down.
All right. So who else needs some help?
So you help out the other Snarfs in the village, put them all up on the tree. And I mean, you're what, 7 foot tall? You said
7.5 feet tall. Yeah.
7.5. So even with your arm, you can reach pretty much the highest branches of the trees around the glade. It's an old forest, but the glade itself is, for the most part, newer trees, younger trees. But even though the branches are thin and small, the Snarfs don't weigh enough to break them or to bend them.
Alright. Well then.
Right. So, where shall we lie in wait?
Wherever you choose, I'm gonna hide behind you.
Oh,
Or Daffy, one or the other.
Well, how about you hide behind Jacques and then Jacques can hide behind me?
all right. Daffy, where would you like us to lie in wait?
Well, the little folks said that they came once that way and then once that way. Y'all, I'm really big though. I could just like stand in front of the whole thing and I feel like we're pretty much covered.
Yeah, I think you could just hide wherever you choose and you got it.
Okay. That big old tree then?
How about I help you hide your best? And make sure that you can do your skill as perfectly as possible. And we wouldn't want any smell of coffee giving you away. So she's going to cast guidance for your stealth check.
Oh, wait, thank you.
Go right ahead.
Cool. I might need it. That gives me
A
advantage,
D4.
yeah?
Well, no,
Oh,
D4.
D4. Gotcha. Okay.
So 15
Plus your D4.
plus a d4.
Close.
You can be the stealthiest Furbolg.
Plus a 4.
Thank
You have disappeared. The other two, do you hide anywhere in the glade, or you just hide behind Daffy?
I mean, I can hide anywhere I choose, including behind Daffy. Or in actually the same space as Daffy.
Jacques is gonna kind of see this and go, I think I can do that too. And
Do you need any help with that?
he's just gone. You ask, and like you see him pick up a spare branch and a leaf, and like, do you need any help? And then just gone.
Alright, well then. I understand that coffee gets everywhere, and so she's gonna just cast guidance on herself. And also stealth. For 11, which isn't bad. 12! I have not rolled above a 12.
Yeah, I know. Your curse is to not roll above a 12.
Except for that one insight check.
Night comes after a couple of hours, and you've remained stealthed, silent, and hidden. And when the moon is high in the sky, you start hearing a tremor in the ground. Branches break. And then you see this silhouette come into the glade. It's not 3 feet. It's about the size of a horse. Brown scales. A slender body. I'm gonna ask you to make a perception check.
I can do that.
And all three of you notice the wings on that reptile. Wings made out of paper and wood, glued and strapped to the back of this creature by a leather harness.
Hmm.
And the creature stumps forward and approaches the village, unaware that you are hiding nearby, and just smells the air, its tongue lapping in the air every few seconds to try to smell out the snarfs. It is unaware of your presence. What do you do?
Well, I'm actually gonna do something for the two of you right quick and in a hurry. I'm gonna you done had breakfast and the gods done blessed you for that.
We have bless?
Yes.
Yay! Do I have any idea what this creature is?
It's a giant lizard with fake wings.
Is there any way to like specifically like can I roll like an Arcana check to see if it's something that I recognize, like the specific type of creature?
Oh
Like
yeah,
what
the
it can do.
specific type without rolling is a giant lizard.
Oh, okay, all right. So it's just a big ass lizard.
Yeah.
All right.
Someone taped wings into the back of it.
Okay. Right. Well, it.
So should I just start hitting this thing now? Is it that time?
It is time for you to hit things very hard, honey.
Well, but hang on. Before we go striking it, it's just a big lizard. Maybe we can reason with it of a sort. It's kind of cute.
I can probably talk to it, but I can't
Well, can you
talk to it.
May I make a small recommendation then, honey? Why don't we take it away from here and then have a conversation?
Okay.
Let me try something. And I'm going to step out from hiding, pulling out some of my rations from home, from the Shadowfell. So you see Jock reach into like a pocket and pull out like some wax paper, and just as he folds it up, a smell like immediately begins to waft out of like kind of decay and death. And you see him like pull out some meat that looks like it's way beyond what a human being should be eating.
Put it away. Just put it away. Put it away.
It's all right.
You're gonna scare it off. Put it away.
No, it's quite right. Fine. Hello, little lizard. And I'm gonna hold some out, and it's like, hello. I have treats for you. Num nums.
Make an Endel Hannibal check with disadvantage.
Oh no.
And your D4.
Does bless affect skills?
No, bless
No, it's not
attack
spell-
rolls
it does-
and saving throws.
Attack rolls, saving throws. Yeah, sorry.
0.
The lizard looks at you, smells, approaches, and just promptly barfs all over your shoes.
Oh.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Which you can use your bless for.
Is that a disadvantage as well, or is
No,
it...
it's with advantage. Well, not with advantage, but a regular one.
Okay, so that would be 18.
18. You manage to dodge out of the way of most of it. You're only going to take... Wow, 1 point of acid damage. And you are not restrained.
Oh,
As the lizard just pukes this like yellowish liquid, viscous liquid that comes out of its mouth, but with such force. You've never seen a giant lizard do that before.
that's new. All right, my shoes,
Can I hit it now?
please.
I'm gonna hit
Odd.
it now.
So you rush out of hiding. You
Yes.
have advantage because they did not know you were there.
Excellent. I'm gonna hit it. Oh, I'll hit it with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Bad lizard.
Plus your D4.
D4. So 11.
You go to hit the lizard, but at the last second realize that you've aimed a little too high and are just about to hit Jock in the face, so you stop your blow, your swing midway. Missing the lizard, but also missing Jock.
Can I do an offhand and just try to punch it?
Yep, you can try to punch it.
Sweet. That didn't work. So I'm gonna punch you, and I don't have unarmed strike set up, of course. So I'm just gonna roll a d20. Here we go.
I believe in you.
That's a 2.
The punch
Plus
goes
my d4.
wild. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be of help in this case. The punch goes wide and misses the lizard, who now turns to you and snorts. And the snarfs go, "Yay! Go tall people! Way!"
Can I just come out and hit it over the back of the head with this skillet
Yep,
from hiding?
sure.
So I have advantage from hiding?
Yep.
You have a D4.
I do. Oh, 14.
You managed to hit.
Yay! For 6 bludgeoning damage with my cast iron skill, it just kind of comes up and whap on the back of the head. I'm probably just tall enough to do that.
The lizard is surprised by, something defended itself. It didn't expect any resistance. It never expects any resistance. And it looks at all three of you and will disengage and run away in the woods. It crosses half the glade with its speed, and it would be your turn.
Well then,
It's basically 30 feet away, so you can all reach it if you wanted to.
Yes,
except
please.
for me.
All right. Before you engage with it, I would like to cast Ice Knife at it.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
So, Jock pulls out his arcane focus, which is a polo mallet carved in the shape of the Tarask that was given to him by Jim Dark Magic himself, and incants some arcane words and hurls. You see, as this ice knife forms, it actually begins to change color, and like different multicolored energy begins to swirl around it, and it glows purple. And Ice Knife is right here. Cast at level 1.
So DC
Oh,
10
that didn't-
deck save?
No,
sorry,
it's-
that's for the area of effect damage, but I need to roll to hit. I thought
Yeah.
it would roll. Thing. Sorry, 1 second. So that's 10 plus my plus 4 is 14, plus a D4, 15 to hit.
That's a hit, so it takes, 1 piercing and 7 cold?
Mhm.
Yeah, it'll take 7 lightning damage.
Oh, it's yeah, because you've turned it purple.
Yes, but half of that on a successful DC 10 save.
Nope, it
Sorry.
misses. Alright, it's still standing, but with difficulty. The shard, the lightning knife pierced in its back leg, and it almost fell flat on the ground, and it's trying to scramble back up and keep moving. That would be Daffy's turn, and then Emmeline.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Alright. Do I just rush up or do I try for my bow? I might just shoot it from here. She's lazy. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot my short bow. Drop my quarterstaff and just grab my short bow and shoot it.
I believe in you.
Plus your D4.
Plus my D4.
A
12.
12 is just enough to hit.
Yeah! Alright.
So roll for damage.
Roll for damage. It's a D6 plus.
If you just click the word short bow in chat, it'll roll it for you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No, in this chat.
In the chat box.
Oh, in this chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 7 points of damage.
And the lizard falls flat on the ground, lifeless. And we're gonna take a tiny break and come back in about 5 minutes.
Woo!
See you
We're
in five,
Dragon
everyone.
Slayers!
Yay!
And we are back. The dragon lies dead in the glade, while the group is standing a few feet away. What do you do?
Can we eat it?
I don't know. Emily, can we eat it?
Well, let's take it back and make sure.
Emmeline's already got a snack, so. Daffy will just like take out what she had left over from breakfast.
Yeah, Jock will grab some of that rotten smelling food and just start.
Like Emmeline just has this moment of like, I'm gonna slap that out of your hand. You're not eating that in front of me anymore. It's not good for you. Don't do it. Here, have some of this. And she hands him a piece of chocolate.
What is this?
Heavenly. Here you are, Daffy. And just kind of holds one up.
Oh, thanks.
I don't recommend eating it until we can evaluate it for, poisons or whatnot. But we should take it with us.
Yeah, I kind of want to make a pair of boots out of it. Y'all can do what you want too, but.
No, the boots might be a good idea. It would look really stylish on you.
Oh, thanks.
Emmeline, this is the most amazing thing I've ever consumed in my entire life.
Small doses, honey.
Yes, lizard. All right. Okay. Daffy, you appear to be the strongest of us.
Oh, well, I don't like to brag, but you want me to carry it? Oh, yeah, I can carry it. Yeah.
I mean, you have a wonderful physique for this kind of thing.
I know. I mean, I do work out. So, all right. Let's just. I guess we're fire person carrying this. All right. Just, I guess, lug this thing up. Do I need to roll a strength check on this?
What's your strength score?
It is a 16.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's.
I
Not
also
the size of a
count as a
horse.
large creature for carrying
For
anything.
carrying? No
Mhm.
roll. You won't need to roll for it.
Cool.
You can just fireman carry. Like, part of the body will still trail behind you just because of the sheer size of it.
Mhm.
But you can easily put it up on your shoulder and carry it around.
Excellent. Daddy? Daddy Snuff?
Oh, yes.
Here, please. Thank you.
Yep. Oh.
And okay, so we've completed the task at hand. The dragon has been defeated, and the corpse shall be removed post haste. As for the payment, we were promised platinum.
Oh, yes. You will find a whole lot of platinum under the village's outhouse. It's way over there.
You keep your platinum in the shitter?
Yes, I'll admit that sometimes common escapes me, but an outhouse is a place where one defecates, is it not?
Well, yes. Where do you
Do
think
you-
the platinum comes from?
You shit it?
You poop out money?
We were made that way.
Well then, we can definitely come to a more permanent arrangement considering the coffee and or breakfast. The light is always on, the door is never locked, and we serve 24/7.
I'm gonna set Daddy Snarf down, and I'll just walk over to the poop house, gently lift it up, set it down, and pick up some earth and see how much platinum I find.
You find 13 pieces of platinum.
130.
All right. Yes, that's.
Now, admittedly, you're playing in poop, but
I mean,
If the goose can lay a golden egg, a mushroom can shit out platinum. I'm okay with this.
is it covered in feces, or is it just the
no,
feces
it
is platinum?
There, yeah.
Okay.
They poop platinum pieces.
All right.
They were
Oh, you
made
know what's
that
even better
way.
about this is that coffee encourages bowel movements.
Here's my question, little snarfs. Who made you?
Oh, the wizard in the tower. But we escaped because we didn't like it there.
Oh,
Could you maybe point out this wizard on in the tower on a map so we can be aware of who we are avoiding, and or if we do come across him, we can send him your kind solicitations with possibly a fist to the face.
yes, because if you look, this dragon, the wings are manufactured. It's possible that this wizard is attempting to get revenge upon you.
Oh, that would be one of his evil schemes. Ever since we escaped, he tried to get us back in.
Does he wear a long black robe and have like a kind of partially shaved head?
And an orange tabby cat. Yeah, that's him. You've met him before.
I've seen his like around.
That's pretty much every wizard, actually.
Well, there are those others that are a little bit more, the one with the sparkly robes and the...
Oh, Jim Darkmagic. Yes, he's a real jerk. I don't like him very much.
You feel a small tingling coming from your badge when you say that.
He's our boss.
Oh, I thought Omen Drawn was our boss.
Just
There's a bigger tingle.
Well, all right. Well, Little Snarfs,
No,
I believe Emmeline was onto something about a more permanent arrangement with coffee and such. Until we can take care of this wizard for you, it seems that you will continuously be in danger as he knows where to find you. Perhaps, the village should relocate to our lighthouse or nearby. We will have many people that can be there to protect you. You will have regular access to coffee, and all we ask for is your poop. You will have free reign to come and go as you please. You can build up. We'll give you resources. You'll have our protection, and
we just want your poop.
the only thing that we want, you don't even need. Just keep doing what you do and have it living your life, and not only will we take care of this wizard for you, we will protect you from any further dangers and such.
Make a persuasion check.
Do I have advantage because we killed the dragon?
Say yes.
Yay. Oh, why am I not trained in persuasion? 14.
Daddy Snarf says, I'm gonna make you a counter offer. You take care of the wizard and we'll gladly relocate near your lighthouse.
That seems fair to me. Emmeline? Daffy?
Well, I would like to know a little bit more about this wizard and particular details. I would also like to know, possibly not this time of night. I would not recommend doing such thing at this time of night. We could create a secondary contract for such a thing in the morning. Are you feeling safe and secure in your homes for the evening?
Well, the dragon seems to be completely dead. I don't think the wizard is gonna send anything more against us for the moment. It probably won't know the dragon is dead before tomorrow.
Well then, how about we invite you over for a fine breakfast in the morning? Grits, coffee, sausage.
Chocolate?
Not for breakfast. Waffles. I might even find some pecans for them.
Well,
Yes.
I love a good pecan.
In the interim, can you show us on this map, I'll pull out the map, where exactly this tower is? Just on the off chance that something terrible happens. We have a saying where I come from, which means better prepared for the worst than consumed by ghouls.
That happens enough that you have a phrase for it?
All the time. Well, there's another one that's quite similar, but it's more about losing your soul to the stare of a cow.
What's a cow?
We all need to have some time and drinks and things, I think.
A cow is what you get steak from, honey.
What's
You-
steak?
I'll introduce that to you in a future moment.
Is that what you
Steak
kill a
and
vampire
waffle.
with?
Oh, steak and waffles sounds so good.
You want a T-bone or a sirloin, honey?
Oh, for breakfast, probably just a sirloin's fine.
All right. Well,
You kill cows and then eat them?
there's cows that you don't eat for the meat, and then there are cows that give you milk and make cheese out of it.
You must be the bravest person I've ever met.
Well, I'm a halfling.
I've severely underestimated you entirely if you're eating cows and keeping them for milk. I'm so sorry. But yes, in the morning, yes, please come. We'll have a big breakfast outside so you're all comfortable, and all of the things that Emmeline promised, and we'll hash out a new contract. I can't wait to do the writing and the paperwork.
He said hash.
Yeah, there'll be hash browns, of course, and we'll discuss your preferred type of hash browns when you get there.
Does that sound agreeable to you, Daddy?
Yes.
Excellent. Well, now, do we leave the glade simply by turning right a lot, or can we just walk in a direction?
Oh, the moment you step out of the glade, you'll forget where the glade is, and you'll reappear in the forest.
Before we do that, may I make a recommendation, because this thing doesn't come out of the ground underneath here. Could you extend your protection of this glade to the ground underneath you? Then maybe the wizard in the tower can't get up underneath y'all.
Oh, the
And get you
wizard
from
will
underneath-
always know
behind.
where we are because he made us.
Well, then we'll definitely have to put killing a lizard higher on our priority list.
All this
Excellent.
bloodshed. This
Well, maybe not
satisfies me,
bloodshed. I mean, we could always relocate the wizard. We could possibly facilitate his transformation into another species. We could also possibly facilitate his transformation into a better person of a more permanent nature by appealing to his morality. And she
no,
kind of
kill
like
the
picks up.
bastard.
Oh, good. I have a skillet for that.
Yes, we just need to find a cow, and then his good is gone.
Why do you think cows are
Cows are-
vegetarians?
I think cows must be a very different thing from where he comes from.
It will be very entertaining in the morning when I show him what a steak looks like.
Yes. All right. I believe they say tally ho around here, so let's be off to
How
the lighthouse.
dare you tally-ho me?
Oh,
I haven't done anything with being gentle with you.
And I do apologize. His conversation is from a very different place, and his word choice may not have been appropriate.
I'm so sorry. Common is a second language, you see. Sorry.
Well, then, you be careful what you say, young man.
I'm so sorry. If I do it again, please correct me. I set Daddy Smurf down. I'm just gonna back out of the glade.
Beep beep.
Peep, peep, peep.
So, okay.
So find that.
So you got to come to us though, because now we're gonna like get our brain jumbled, and we're not gonna remember where you are. Okay, bye.
Breakfast is at 7:30, y'all, and she leaves.
So, is
Oh,
there
yeah.
anything?
I need the lizard.
Oh yeah. Is there anything that you want to do between now and the next morning when the Snarfs are supposed to arrive at the tower?
Oh, I want to clean and gut this lizard.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I will fill out the requisite forms of paperwork, and then that to change the job title from dragon slaying to lizard removal, which has a payout of like 25 copper pieces, or some small number like that. And then I will also ask Emmeline for like a toe or a head or something, so I can send it to the home office.
Mm-hmm. I got you. She kind of cuts it down. Yeah, has Daffy hang it in a tree or something, and just starts cleaning.
You are a mighty warrior indeed. And then I will put that in the safe and
Send it to head office. They will acknowledge that you have done a job. That's it. You just get a letter from Omen that comes back that says, I acknowledge that this was a job.
Well, we got
Nothing.
paid.
you guys, gals, we have something from Omen himself. He said we did a job.
Well, I'm glad for you, honey. You might want to move because I'm about to pull these innards out.
The what?
When you so when you're gutting this lizard, are you gutting it for the purposes of making food later on, or are you also trying to keep the skin intact to make something with it?
I
Yep.
want
Oh,
boots.
All of the above.
Then I will ask for a survival check for the skin.
Or can I use the cook's tools?
I can help you.
Cook's tools would be everything food related,
Okay.
but the skin itself would be survival with
Alright.
help from.
Or I could do the
From
survival part of the skinning, and you
Or,
could help
yeah.
me with that.
I will help you with the skinning, and I will start doing the butchering.
All right, cool. So I get.
I'm gonna
and-
prestidigitate myself clean.
That's an 18 for skinning.
18 is enough to skin a giant lizard. Adrena, who was watching all this, walks up to you, Daffy, and says, I noticed that you're skinning a giant lizard. There anything you want to do with it?
I was hoping to make boots, actually, but I don't. I mean, I got big feet, but I don't. I don't think I'll use all of it. So
Oh, I can make boots for you. I'm a cobbler in my spare time.
really?
Indeed I am.
Oh, wow. Okay, great.
It was on my
Um,
resume. I figure you've read it.
What's a
I did.
That's right. I remember. That would be wonderful. I'm a size 17 and a half.
Wowza. I've never done a size 17 and a half, but... Alright, it'll take, most of the skin.
If
Okay.
there's anything left over, can I get some?
Yeah.
I can make belts with what's left.
No, I'm pretty sure you can make boots for me. I'm only a. Well,
Size 2.
technically, it's a children's 6, but
It's a strong children's 6.
strong children's 6.
And if there's anything left after her boots, if I could just have like maybe I'll just take some of the nails or something and make a necklace. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah, that I'm not gonna touch. I'm not good at doing that.
Yes, I'll just take the claws. That way we're like a team. It's like a team uniform. Lizard slayers.
Mm-hmm.
So, should we think about expanding the lighthouse to have some sort of workshop for crafting?
Possibly in the future. I'm definitely going to want to build out on that kitchen. It's okay. It's needs a little bit more griddle space.
All right, and
Yes.
make your. Oh, sorry.
And of course we'll need to. The library is woefully lacking. We'll need lots and lots of research material for laws and more documenty type stuff. I love paper in this plane of existence. It's so fresh. It's soft. It doesn't disintegrate when you touch it. Oh, I love it.
Well, I'm all about the research and stuff. I like books sometimes when it gets the job done, but mostly I just kind of want a punching bag. Can we get a punching bag?
We could probably get a gym set up.
Oh, even better. Oh, wow, we can get a whole gym.
What if, here's just an idea, what if we take out the lighthouse mechanic and the brazier and the whatnot up there, and you have a big open concept gym with like lots of pull-up bars and like punching bags and like
yeah,
maybe
but we got the whole thing set up for the on the light with the advertising.
oh,
Yeah, that is our marketing space.
it-
It's no rush. I mean, I could probably make a punching bag on my own, right? It's okay.
we'll find. I'll help you figure something out.
Okay.
If nothing else, I'll send an acquisition form to head office, like a request.
Well, I mean, if we really need one, I can get you all one.
A punching bag?
Mm-hmm.
It's me, isn't it? You're going to hang me up in a tree.
No.
I've had siblings. I know how this works.
Oh, I wouldn't. Oh, honey, I have 5 of them, plus my cousin Ellery. I do not hang people up in a tree and make them into punching bags. No. I can, I know exactly where to find said punching bag and be able to acquire said punching bag.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
skill. It's part of being it's why I'm in charge of all the money, honey.
All right. Well, I mean, you're just really smart too. So,
Sometimes.
Oh, I never asked what everybody else is. I'm the team documenter. What are you, Emily?
A horde person.
uh-huh.
And she kind of takes a knife and starts, like, filleting off the meat off this lizard.
And do you, Daffy? What do you do?
I do the obviating. Well, honestly, most of the time solving the problem is kind of just punching it in the face. But I mean, if that doesn't work, then I usually come up with something.
You know what? After seeing you obviate that lizard out of the way, I have nothing but faith in you.
Oh, well, thanks.
You're very good at it, honey.
Thank you.
Can you come hold this while I skin it a little bit big
Oh,
for
yeah,
me?
of course.
Ah,
I told you to step back.
And you keep skinning, and you are going to roll your cooking utensils check for me. See how much food you manage to gather out of this lizard.
With advantage for the help. For a 17.
So roll a d6 plus 3.
6.
So you have for 6 pounds worth of meat.
Ooh.
From this creature, which could feed a single person for 6 days straight, or feed the 3 of you, eating nothing but lizard steak for 2 days each.
No. We're going to smoke this.
Lizard jerky.
Ham hock, honey. Jerky takes too long. It's too easy to spoil. We can make some ham. I'm going to hang this. We're going to get some good smoke off of it. Ooh, I might even... Do you think this is good enough for a Boston butt?
I mean,
What's
it's
a
pretty
Boston?
big.
It's the side of the... Okay, y'all, it's the side and quarter side hack of a... We're going to have ourselves some pulled blizzard in the morning. Or about 16 hours from now. Ooh, I should get the rub.
She speaks definitely a strange language.
my comment is, I need to requisition some dialect books.
Well, admittedly, half of that wasn't in common, half of that was in Halfling. I do apologize, but some of these words just don't translate.
All you need to know is she's going to make really good food for breakfast tomorrow.
You know, I was actually, maybe I can help. I was something of a chef back at home.
You are not allowed to touch any food in this house ever.
But look, I made the rations
Ever.
myself.
Ever.
Oh.
No.
Hmm.
Emily does the cooking.
Ew, okay.
It's a religious thing, honey.
Well, then, you know.
It's how I commune with my God.
And
All
what
right,
you
then.
pulled out of your pack earlier, that was just sacrilegious. So that's not happening ever again.
I don't know what you mean. Like, everyone told me my cooking was great back home. I mean, I'm much better than my mother.
Okay, obviously, right there, you are officially sacrilegious. You straight up said you was better than your mother's cooking,
Yes,
and she like kind of makes a ward against evil at you.
but my food doesn't make people sick.
Really? Because it looks no. My food don't make people sick. My mama's food don't make people sick. My grandmama's food don't make people sick. You never, ever, 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 ever claim that your cooking is better than your mama's.
Maybe we could give him a chance, like if we gave him proper ingredients. And see what he could
Possibly,
do
but
with
after
it.
but he's still got to clean himself of that sacrilege first. He
Yeah,
honestly said
absolutely.
that out loud.
It's.
All right,
Oh,
you need
oh,
to spin around 7 times. You need to bite your tongue, and then you just spit.
all right. So, Jack is gonna just spin around. It's like, clockwise or counterclockwise? Start spinning.
Always turn Widdershins, honey.
Oh, right, other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and
Good.
ow, my tongue.
Mm-hmm.
You're lucky it's not worse.
Mm-hmm. You only cursed you only cursed your mama. What happened if you cursed your grandmama?
Mm.
I never met her. She was actually she was killed by a cow. So
I'll have to introduce you to Skake. Alright, I'm gonna set this over and I'm gonna set up a smoker over here and we'll rub first.
And off
And-
you go making food for an army.
Or about 3 halflings.
Or, yeah, a halfling and a half. The rest of the day is uneventful. And so is your first night for the 3 of you. The first time that you're going to spend the night in the lighthouse with most of your team there. You know you're still expecting one more employee to show up. But haven't seen him yet. It takes a while to fall asleep tonight. This is a new place, especially for Jack. This is new. It's not the same sky as you're used to. The air is not the same. The sound of the deep crows on the horizon that just go rah, rah, rah!
frankly, it's so quiet.
It's almost peaceful in a way. And then you hear the sound of a ship crashing against a reef. Because nobody's manning the lighthouse at the moment.
Well, the light was on.
Yeah, this lighthouse is a problem.
Valfred!
Yes, master.
Do I look like master to you? No, my name is Emmeline Tossball. You can call me Miss Emmeline. That's what my name is. You got that right? Mm-hmm.
Yes, master.
Miss Emmeline.
Yes.
Miss Emmeline.
Mister.
Miss Emmeline. You gonna have good manners. Honestly, child.
Yes.
Good. Why is the light not lit?
Because nobody asked me.
Your job includes tending the light. Officially now, once it gets dark, the light's your job. Go deal with that. Mm-hmm. Mm. No, that does not happen. You do not get to do that. You're gonna behave yourself and act like an actual person.
I wish
Honestly.
my father hadn't sold me to you.
Your father didn't do you to me. You told you, unfortunately, to Acquisitions Inc. Take it up with them. But you're gonna have good manners, otherwise I guarantee your mama gonna come, and I know your mama raised you better than this.
I was raised by the night, molded by it.
Well, the night is supposed to be quiet here. It's part of why I signed up for this. Please stop arguing and go light to light.
Is Vlad giving you a hard time down there?
Oh, it's nothing I can't handle, but if you want to come deal with it, you definitely can, Daffy.
Don't make me come down there, Vlad.
I will turn all of your clothing bright purple.
I hate you all.
Honestly, that child.
Oh, Vlad.
You hear the squeak of the lighthouse mirrors being turned to face the ocean. Vlad blinds the captain of another ship, the helmsman of another ship. Ship sinks in the distance.
We're gonna have to do something about that. That's just not right. Although salvage rights do belong to us, I'll be back.
10 miles out of the lighthouse, as long as it's within 10 miles.
Salvage right don't matter.
So,
So that's amazing.
The next morning comes, and you hear a knock at the door,
Mm-hmm.
and then followed by multiple knocks.
All right. So y'all got that. I've got breakfast is going. About another 10 minutes on the grits and about 2 on the coffee.
I'll get it. Daffy just starts coming down the stairs, like doing like walking handstands, and just like goes to the door, and then like flips over and opens it.
And it is not a Snarf. It's an old man, bald, dressed in a black robe with red boots.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at you and says, "Are you the ones that were meddling in the woods yesterday?"
That depends entirely on who you are. Who are you?
My name is, Gamulgar.
Uh-huh. Daffy, who is the door?
Some old man with really nice boots.
Well, have him come on in. The coffee's ready.
Do you want some coffee?
I'm not gonna stay long. I just need to warn you about the curse of the woodland beings.
Well, we can do that over coffee. Come on in.
Did somebody say coffee? Oh, hello.
Alright. It's still early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And they go up the stairs and sit down at one of the tables, which this place is starting to look like a restaurant.
No, he's not. The table hasn't. They've Emmeline in the middle of the night when she got up early, cleared out a couple of the tables and has built a bank counter with
Okay.
a couple large things, and she's built herself a walking pad so she can have the perfect height to walk around the
Oh
kitchen.
yeah, so you can actually face people.
Yeah.
I'll take
Have
my
you-
coffee black. I love black.
I can see that. Grits, hash browns.
I'll go for the chef's special. Anything that you feel like giving me, as long as it's not poisoned.
Oh no, nothing poisonous gonna come out of my kitchen. All star all the way then. Let's see, we got hash browns, we got grits, we got toast, we got sausage or bacon.
Both.
Country ham, how you like your eggs? Scrambled, fried?
Raw.
No, that's not healthy. I'm not doing that. Scrambled it is. Cheese. And waffle. You want pecan chocolate chip?
Which one is the most black in it?
Chocolate chip. Uh-huh.
And as you prepare the food,
But
the
you
wizard.
said no chocolate for breakfast.
Shh. Paying guests.
The wizard turns to Daffy and Jacques, if you're there, and
I am.
begins telling the tale of the curse of the woodland beings, and how these creatures present themselves as nice little victims in need of help, and they will often give out treasure. Anything that you would seek, they will give to you. But you have to be careful, for if you accept their gift, you are cursed forever. These creatures are malign little fays, and I have been spending most of my life trying to capture them and send them back into the Fey wilds.
Here you go.
He takes a bite out of the waffle, puts it back. Will not touch the rest of his food. I'm full, thank you.
All right, then. And she slides the check in front of him.
So what kind of curse exactly are we talking about? Do we fart sneezes and sneeze farts, or?
It begins with warts on the inside of your hands. And he holds up his hands, and you can see there's like a few warts left, and he's bandaged most of his hands to hide it. And then afterwards comes the coughing, and then the coughing of blood. and then blood in the stools, and then blood everywhere, and then blood through your eyes and blood through your ears, and then your brain turns to mush, and you slowly begin to wow, shit, I lost the word.
Shrink.
Shrink, thank you. That was doing this. You begin to shrink until you are just about their height. And then your head starts getting bigger and you grow a mushroom top like them and your skin turns green and then it's too late for you are one of the Snarfs.
When was the last time you saw a doctor?
I am
Or cleric?
a doctor. I'm a doctor in Arcana. I have a PhD in everything.
Yeah, not that kind of doctor, honey.
I mean, he seems to be telling the truth.
Oh no, he's lying out his ass, honey.
These fiends
What,
are
what
dangerous.
reason would he have to lie to us about something so terrible and horrifying as disgusting warts sprouting on the inside of your hands?
It takes about 5 to 10 days for them to appear. It's even worse if you've touched a Snarf. They,
Can I reach out and just cast? Can I make you feel better? Obviously, you haven't seen the right kind of doctor. I'm not really a doctor myself. That would be my other sister. I'm just merely a cleric. I do the Lord's work in the kitchen.
and-
Technically, the ladies, but that works too.
Alright, I guess. I could use the help of a cleric. You see, I've lost part of my sight over the years, and it's getting kind of hard to read my spell book.
Mm. And as she reaches out a hand, can I insight check him?
Yeah, sure.
As she reaches out a hand to hold his hand. And because she's holding his hand, can she have advantage?
Why?
Because she's checking his pulse to see if he's lying to her.
I'll say make a medicine check first.
Alright.
DC 10. If that succeeds, I'll give you advantage.
We'll see how this goes.
I believe in you.
Possibly. No, I don't.
So
It's
you
fine.
can make it without advantage. It's kind of hard to get his pulse through his bandage and everything.
18.
There's an ulterior motive to his entire story. It just looks too well crafted.
Mm-hmm. And as she's holding his hand, she's going to cast Cure Wounds at first level at him because she's nice and polite, and that's what she said she was going to do. And then she's going to look him dead square in the eye and say, so you after the money or you after the, spell components from one opportunist to another?
Well, from one opportunist to another. And he starts taking off the bandages and ripping the warts out of the inside of his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
He says, well, it was worth a try. Stands up straight. Look, those little shits, they poop platinum pieces. Do you know how much
Yep.
that's worth?
Extensively. By the way, your check is still there. You're not leaving without paying.
Oh, yeah. And he puts like 3 gold pieces on the counter.
Good. Daffy would hurt you afterwards. Otherwise.
Now, you can help me capture them, and then we can just force feed them. I've developed a food that... See, the problem with them is that they go to the bathroom once every month.
That's why there's coffee, honey.
It's not going to work. I've tried every diuretic and every laxative known to mankind, and it's never worked right. These creatures are fey. They have some weird anatomy. I haven't been able to dissect one because the moment I find them, the moment I get my hands on them, they disappear.
You're talking about dissecting. Hey, Jock,
Yes?
this gentleman talking about dissecting one of our clients.
Okay, dissect. Dissect. Is that like bisecting?
No, it's like what I did to the lizard last night.
Good. Okay. Yes, that is actually. I'm afraid we're going to have to ask you to stop. You see, in Acquisitions Incorporated, we have a certain we have terms of services, and I just pull out this huge stack of papers and flop them on the ground, in front of him on the table. And it's like, now, if you flip to page 76.
What he means is don't touch the little mushroom people or we're going to kill you.
What she said. We're legally bound at the moment because we're in negotiations with them.
All right. He gets up from his chair. You keep the tiny mushroom people. But remember, they only shit once a month.
Hey, we're not looking for them for their shitting. We're looking for them business, and we like business.
Well, if everything goes well, I'll have a new batch ready. And he motions his hand, and a dimension door opens. And he's like, well, Gamelgar out. It was
Don't
worth a
forget-
try.
Don't forget, breakfast is every morning starting at 7:30. You're more than welcome to attend. Have a nice day.
Bye.
And the dimension door closes.
Well, I think we might have rent figured out.
Possibly. Well, we at least have an ongoing contract now, don't we? Jock, that's your job, right?
Well, yes, I suppose I'll have to whip something up for this morning. It's quite unusual. I don't think we have anything about, let's see, ongoing curses, oh, actually we have something right here. Ongoing protection schemes.
Was it filed under R for racketeering?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, actually. How did you know?
It's filed under R, but racketeering has been barred off, and it's just written protection scheme under it.
I travel in very unique circles.
Well, great. So, we take care of the little mushroom people. They poop out our rent money, and we're good to go.
Well, it's only a mortgage. Go get somebody get the door. Valfred, go get the door.
Vlad, answer the door.
With a smile, please.
Tell him to smile. That's just not right.
Well, I mean, we have to present a certain image.
Well, he can be professional. He can have resting bitch face for all I care, as long as you don't frighten folk.
You hear
Okay,
the sound
no
of
frowning.
you hear the sound of an organ the moment he opens the door. You hear, welcome to the lighthouse. Oh, it's you. Yeah, come in. Oh, you. Yeah, alright. Yeah, let me just shut the organ. Yeah, okay. Boss. The tiny people are here.
Well, bring him on up then.
They said they can't. There's a curse or something.
Oh, yeah, we gotta bring breakfast down to them. Come up here and bring the table down.
Why do I have to do that? I'm the major domo. I'm not the workers.
Then tell the workers to bring the table down, but you all gotta get yourself on with the job. Honestly. Child, I now know why your daddy done left you here, because apparently you are lacking in manners and need to be taught better.
You're not my mom. Stop talking like you're my mom.
I'm not your mother. I guarantee you, if I was your mother, I'd be a lot more forceful in my instructions to you.
Can't wait to get out of this contract.
Well, you might want to double check that contract, because I'm pretty sure that Mr. Jim done signed it.
And, yeah, so the employees come up, the hirelings, and they bring, with Adrena, they bring the tables back outside, and you can hear them sigh and repeat under their breath, like, why are we doing this every freaking day? Like, is this going to be some sort of ritual?
Any luck?
Huh?
With any luck?
Well, I mean, if you really don't like doing this all every day, we can build ourselves a very nice, like, we can put it right here. We can put a cover on it, get some outdoor seating.
Oh, like a small cafe.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that could work.
Nice wicker furniture or something.
Some rattan.
Ah.
Get a nice whitewash on it. It'll look great.
Oh,
You-
gorgeous.
Only need to get to level 5.
Yeah.
Only.
So when you get outside, the 12 Snarfs and Daddy Snarf are there.
Hello.
Hey, it's me, Splart. Remember me?
Hey, Splort.
Hi. I acquired a new title.
What's that?
You used me as bait last night.
Uh-huh.
So now I'm the master baiter. Because I bait things.
Oh, God.
This
I won't
Don't say that.
do that one.
Don't say that in public.
What, he should be proud of his title.
Not in mixed
No.
company. He's not.
No.
I don't understand.
And she'll like kind of pull on your shirt to kind of like get you to come down closer to her.
Yes.
Because that's a term for what uneducated and inappropriate young gentlemen do by themselves in a dark room.
Kill bats.
Sleep?
Killing bats, no.
Not a euphemism for something?
No, I don't believe so. Well, all right. Apparently, my co-workers find the term offensive, so we shall simply call you.
Splart.
How about Bait Lord? You are Bait Lord, Lord of the Bait.
Yeah, that works. Lord of the
And
bait. Like the
Emmeline just kind
baits.
of turns and looks at Daffy and goes, you know,
Hey, you got any
What?
coffee?
uh-huh. How many for coffee? We also got sweet tea. Y'all want any?
The moment you say that, 12 little hands show up, 12 little cups.
All right then. Well, are you also going to enjoy breakfast this morning? We have hash browns, grits, gravy. What would you like on your hash browns? Oh, Daffy, what would you like on your hash browns today?
Smothered and covered.
Always. Jock,
What you did last time, where everything was on it.
hash browns all the way. It is. Eggs, everybody?
What's an egg? It's an egg.
Mhm,
It comes out of a chicken. It's breakfast. Didn't you pay attention yesterday? And I'm like, no, I was just too taken by their ankles. Did you see how big they are?
All right then. And she starts serving out breakfast and pouring coffee and then
All right.
pulling a full like.
It takes like 2 snarfs to eat 1 egg. And even then, it's hard. They have a hard time trying to finish the 1 egg.
She made scrambled eggs so that she could serve smaller portions.
Oh, that's good. One of them will attack a piece of bacon, and that'll be the only thing they'll eat for the next 3 days. It's hard. One of them fell into the syrup bottle and is now covered in syrup from head to toe.
Oh, no.
Jock can fix that for you, right, Jock?
What's that? And I just press to digitate all the syrup off of him. My eyes like flash green when it happens.
Whoa! Can you do that again?
For a
Um,
fee. For a fee.
I'm not allowed to perform without charging, I'm sorry.
Well, I already pooped my share. Oh well.
But
Yeah.
I got that. But
no, that's what
That's
are
where
you
the money
doing?
comes from.
exactly.
Apparently it comes out your ass, but whatever. Alright. Definitely believe that. But for the piece de resistance, and she pulls out a very small bottle that she kept in her apron pocket and sets it very carefully in front of Jack. Small amount on your eggs. Just a very small amount.
Okay. And then he goes, blah.
Nope, nope, nope.
You know what?
Sorry.
Spread that out a little bit.
You're gonna take acid damage.
Okay. How much acid damage?
From the Tabasco.
Oh, if it's just Tabasco, it's okay. It's not
Well, no,
strong
it's
enough.
hot. It's Tabasco vinegar hot sauce. It's hot sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's you're gonna take annoying damage more than anything.
Annoying. Let's just say I take a D4 Tabasco damage.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
3
So-
out of your Tabasco hit points, whatever they are.
I have 8 hit points, so that's almost half my health.
Well, I don't think it kills you. It doesn't. It
Tabasco.
doesn't drill a hole through your stomach.
But it is very foreign food for Jock.
Yeah.
So he accidentally gets too much on. He's like, well, I'll still eat it anyway. And he takes a bite. This is delightful. Oh, it's wonderful, and I can't even begin to describe it. And
He's about to breathe fire.
And she kind of holds a glass of sweet tea in front of him.
why, it causes pain. How
Oh,
delightful!
Oh, good.
And just keeps eating. It's like, it's food that hurts you. What do you think of next?
Daddy Snarf walks forward as everybody's eating and says, I don't want to cut the festivities short, but what are we gonna do with the wizard in the tower?
We met him earlier today. It was a very interesting conversation.
He's a dastardly villain, always full of lies and deceit.
Oh yeah, he claimed that you caused his warts. We knew that was a lie right from the start.
We only cause warts if you put us down your pants.
I would not do that, and I do not want to know why he was putting you down his pants.
I don't know either, but he ran some weird experiments.
That sounds highly inappropriate.
It was. I think he tried to use old Splorgle as a soap bar one day.
Oh.
I don't. No, you don't.
We took care of that for now.
And
Yes.
we did inform him as that we were fact under contract from you at the time, or in the negotiating stages thereof, that we could not, take his bullshit.
Good, good. He needs to be taken out.
Or introduced to him. I'm really kind of tempted to summon his mama to deal with him.
Can you do that? Is that a spell, summon mama? Because I could use it.
Can you do that?
That,
Well, not right now, but possibly. It's a possibility.
I mean,
I
we
mean-
could always attempt to requisition his mother from head office.
But I think that requisition his mama from head office might be a little bit more complicated if she's deceased.
Oh. Yes.
Now,
Well, I mean,
I'm-
we don't know that
You
she's
could
dead.
summon
She's not.
someone's mama even if they're dead.
It's actually easier for me to summon somebody's mama if they're dead.
Oh.
Well, all right then.
Y'all are so powerful.
Oh no, I'm really not. If you wanted really, really powerful, you should talk to my sister Elwyn. She is really powerful.
Then where's your sister? Maybe she will deal with the wizard for us.
Unfortunately, she's currently dealing with a small infestation of liches.
What's a lich?
Undead abominations.
Okay,
She's also on another plane of existence, so there's that.
it brings me to this. I have thus 2 other questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
What is an undead and what is an abomination?
Well, I think we're getting a little bit away from the point. We can talk about that later. But what is important is that the wizard, Gargle, the wizard Gargle, has agreed
Gamelgar.
to Gamelgar. Thank you. Has agreed to leave you alone so long as you remain under our protection.
That seems like a racket.
No, a racket is something that you use to play games with. Unfortunately, at the moment, we are, we're understaffed, really. We were expecting a fourth member to join us, and I don't believe we are quite ready to take on any keeps at the moment. The wizard, I'm sure, he's also speaking of making, I believe he said something about making another batch of snaffs. So
Oh, no.
clearly, we will need to go and deal with him shortly, so as to ensure that he doesn't enslave anyone. But
No, you can't be making another batch. All the other letters are just too dangerous. He tried with the Snurfs, and then the Sneerfs, and then the Snorfs, and it led to disaster.
Obviously, we're gonna need to deal with this, but our fourth was unfortunately waylaid by violent storms. You saw the weather last night. It was most upsetting, right?
well, back on the home plane at least.
You speak of things that I do not. The only thing I heard last night was the sweet, sweet sound of ships crashing against the shore.
Is that
And the
something
mating
you
cries of the deep crow.
Oh, is that something you regularly enjoy? The death of many folk?
I mean, it's funny, isn't it?
I suppose in a morbid sort of way.
Oh, one moment they're there, and one moment they're not. They're not.
You'd get along right along with the Raven Queen quite well.
Right.
Oh, can you introduce me to this queen? I'm sort of royalty myself.
Well, she doesn't really take visitors.
Back
so-
to the contract. Back to the contract.
Yes, sorry, thank you, Daffy. Anyway, so the current proposed contract, I stayed up quite late working on it. I'm proud of myself. And then I made the adjustments this morning while we were talking and eating breakfast. I slide in front of him. Essentially, what it is you will, we promise to make taking out the wizard and stopping him, and potentially even ending his life, our top priority. It will be the thing that we do the second we are able. In return, you move the village closer to the lighthouse, and each month you simply pay us in poo. Your collected poo for the month. In perpetuity, we will continue to offer you protection. It is I've specifically designed this so that it's a contract that can be broken at any time, so long as you fill out the proper paperwork. So after the wizard's dealt with, a few months down the road, if you're unhappy with the services we are providing, you could, for a small fee, break the contract.
Your badges begin to buzz as you say that.
Oh dear. Oh lord.
Yes, indeed. I'm gonna need each and every one of you to roll a D225.
225?
5. Okay.
Why do I always roll 166?
225. Oh, oops, sorry, I forgot to put the D.
113.
143.
143. Oh boy.
As it starts to buzz and thing, give us just one more hot second, and she's gonna step away from the table.
Same.
Follow.
Hard same.
And I need 2 more to roll. Thank you so much for the donation.
I got you.
Aw.
Yeah, I'll take the other one as well. Slash R. 1.
If you just hit the up button, it'll re-roll your last roll.
Oh, okay, excuse me.
165 and 75.
166 and 165. That is rather impressive, I do have to say.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a hee 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 hee. I'm scared,
I
y'all.
heard it. That was a devious giggle.
So, Daddy Snarf was talking to you, and looking through the contract, and at that moment your badges begin buzzing, and
Step away from the table.
you stepped away from the table, and
Same.
Emmeline and Jacques. Jacques, the world begins to grow larger and bigger. Emmeline, you suddenly find yourself growing and getting taller. And until I say otherwise, which is going to go over to next episode, Emmeline, you are Jack Skelton. Jack, you are Emmeline.
Oh, I do declare, this is quite unusual.
This is not something that I'm used to, and I do not enjoy it.
Why are you both talking so funny? What? How did you? You were.
Well, I do say I am a halfling. I have never been a halfling before, and this is, whew, is this how you see the world, Emmeline?
Frequently, this is most disconcerting. I do not like this. And she kind of like goes to hide behind Daffy and isn't quite as small as she used to be and begins to like, this isn't normal. I don't like this. Daffy!
I don't know. I felt mine too, but nothing happened.
And then you look at Daffy, and from her chin, a beard begins to grow. Luscious and long. It even braids itself in an intricate braid as it grows. And it grows until it reaches her belly button. Which is like what? Like 3 feet? Like 2 feet on you? Something like that?
Something like that.
That is an impressive beard, I must say.
Daffy, everybody else is growing a beard too.
You both.
I do not like this. I am not a dwarf. I'm a halfling.
I do say,
I mean, it's really nice. I mean,
I don't look very good with a beard on my face, I must say. However, Emmeline, I think you could rock this look if you wanted to.
Not a dwarf.
Oh,
I
all right.
like it.
You hear Jim's voice coming out of the badge and it's like, where did I put my shaving spell?
With us, apparently.
The other 2 wild magic surges, I'm gonna keep them for next time.
Of course you are.
Actually, the other 3, I'm gonna keep them for next time because it'll be funnier when the whole group is there to have them. So thank you for the donation, but we'll save them for next session.
Is that a good place to end the session on? Everybody, a Freaky Friday body swap, and everybody got beards.
We could end there tonight, yes. Especially since we're missing someone. I know that you guys don't really want to tackle like a bigger part of the adventure without the 4th member.
Mhm.
So yeah, we'll call it quits for tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming to watch. Thank you for hanging out in chat. Thank you, friends, for playing, for agreeing to play in this silly game. I hope it was entertaining.
So much fun.
Did you see the laughter? Did you see the laughter?
It could have been just polite laughter to entertain me.
No, there was.
Polite laughter doesn't get me this red, so no.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Let's go around the table. Tell us who you are, where we can find you on the internet, and we will begin with Deirdre.
Oh, hey, all. You know me. I'm at Georgia Donlin on Twitter or Praxagorth Esmiophoria as you see me hanging out in the Twitch chat. And I had so much fun with this. Love me the crazy that is going to erupt from this. This will be great. But as for me, you can find me back here on Friday. Basically, I'm here every day. But Friday and then Saturday, Friday for Castle Falkenstein, and then Saturday for, as I lead some very interesting people into the dark night that is New York for a brand new Vampire the Masquerade game.
Cool.
I can't wait for this.
Fun.
The Nos is the most Nos whoever Nost. I kid you not. It'll be great.
Oh, man.
And then Sunday over on Soul Bear RPG for the Shattered Eye, where Eleanor is unfortunately an amnesiac, and it's 6 hit
Uh-oh.
points.
All right, and we'll move on to Christina.
Hey, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me at Greek Sid on the Twitters. I'm going to be here on Wednesdays. Hey, on Tuesdays you can find me over at Femsplain Cast. We're doing Neverland 5e, Peter Pan D&D. Not what you think it's going to be. Pan is a dick. Hashtag Pan is a dick. That's at 10 Eastern on Tuesdays. And you can find me over on Encounter Roleplay on Sundays, at least for like the next 3 weeks because we're almost done. Doing a really cool Apocalypse World game, but with time travel. So Apocalypse When? That's at 5 o'clock Eastern on Sundays. Lots of fun. Definitely tune in for that. It's ending in a couple weeks. So that's me.
All right, cool. And Manny.
Hi, everybody. I'm Manny, your resident shill. With a fast reminder that if you go to the Mage Hand Press store, use Wandering DM as your code for 15% off of any of your artisanally, freshly squeezed mage products. You can find me at Twitter at bag_of_snails. I do a lot of TTRPG, like playtesting and stuff. I'm making classes and stuff and subclasses. In fact, the character that I'm playing right now is the Chroma Sorcerer, which is a class that I made with the help of a bunch of members from the LGBT community. It was edited, all the art was done by, and the layout was done by members of the LGBT community. It's over on the DMs Guild if you want to look it up. All of the proceeds from it go towards the Trevor Project, because in perpetuity, his pride doesn't end July. So I'm so excited for this game. I get to play my subclass, and everybody's amazing. And it was so much fun, and I can't wait for our fourth member to not be in the middle of a power outage in a storm.
Mm-hmm. And I'm Simon at Wandering DM. Hi, this is my channel. Welcome, everyone. Thanks again for hanging out in chat. Thanks again for the donations. You are what helps keep this show running, and the other shows and all the production that I need to run in the background for all of this. Thank you for playing. Thank you for everything. We will be back not tomorrow, but Friday for Castle Falkenstein. Adventures in Castle Falkenstein, our second season, starting Friday at 8 p.m. Then Saturday at 1 p.m., like they just said earlier, is our Vampire the Masquerade game that we're starting in New York. And then you can see me also on Mondays over on Role Players, where I DM a 5th edition game in my homebrew setting called Age of Arcana. And then back here on Tuesdays for Dark Matter.
And Sunday.
And Sundays over on Soul Bear RPG. I keep forgetting. On Soul Bear RPG playing Kadern in Shattered Eye. I'm in a
Also,
lot of places.
Big thank you to Simon for running this game.
Yep. Thank you, Simon.
Seriously, it's so much fun. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Before we leave, let's go raid our friends at Tales from the Grim. They're playing Dragonlance right now. So let's go say hi to Don and the gang. And
Prepare for cheese emotes.
We will see you again next week. Ciao, everyone.
Bye.